Hey Sarah, it's Rob from California as planned. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Rob?
Absolutely great. You have Bob with you?
I certainly do.
Wonderful. Well, we're ready at this end. We're going to be recording this so we can get started and I can introduce you to our mayor here and we can get moving along on this.
That's great. Thank you. I'll put them on.
Thank you very much, Sarah.
Can you hear him?
We can't hear him yet.
Just a moment.
Thank you.
Hello, Bob.
Hello, Bob. How are you? Rob Gwynn from California.
Hey, I'm pretty good, thanks, mate.
Very good, very good. Bob, thank you for taking the time to do this for us. It's a very special thing that we're doing between the two cities, and I realize how tremendously stressed you must be, so thank you for taking the time to have this phone call with our mayor. I've got Mayor Taylor sitting with me right now, so I'm just going to hand over and let him chat with you, and thank you again.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
Now I'm talking to Bob.
Yes, sir, you are. And yeah, I think this has been a long time in coming. We've been trying to set this up, and due to circumstances probably beyond your control, we've been reading about what's going on. And I can only imagine. I can only imagine as a mayor what you're going through, because everyone in the world is looking up to you to fix everything.
Yes, well, we're doing pretty well. We've got a glorious day today. Sun is shining, so our spirits are high. But we have certainly had a pretty traumatic time of it all. We've lost 181 people, in the city, citizens, young people, people studying here, tourists, and have lost a huge portion of our built fabric, and we'll have thousands of people in houses that will need rebuilt. Going into, this is a temperate climate zone, so we're going into winter and don't have the benefit of all that lovely Californian climate here, I guess. Or an island climate, and that means it'll be, it'll be cold in the winter for some people. So, we're worried, but we're on top of it, mate.
Well, that's always a sign. That's always a sign of a good leader. Definitely, we never wish to be pessimistic, and even in the most forbidding outcomes. But I had met a few people from Christchurch, which really intrigued me, because obviously they're constituents and they are concerned about back home, which is where their roots are. And I came up with the idea that quite possibly if this mayor could help your city in any way in fundraisers or tendering my desire to be at fundraisers or whatever I could do, I would be more than willing to put myself out there to try to help you and your city and your constituency. So I got a...
That's a very, very, very generous and wonderful thing. Thank you.
Well, I would say that, Mayor, there's going to be a time when maybe another chip will be called in. We have a thing out here called earthquakes, and we're pretty well known. We're pretty well known for those in California. So I just really felt if there's anything I can do, I will. I was known as a turkey at Christmas. I wore a turkey outfit for about 3 straight months, I think, raising money for community chest. So I'm not quite ready to put the turkey outfit back on, but I'm about willing to do whatever we could come up with some ideas to ship some funds to your city.
Well, look, that's a very wonderful thought, and Air New Zealand, after a bit of, and it didn't take very much afterwards, they have given me airfare so that I can get counsellors to some places where they can learn and get a slightly different view. A number of them happened anyway. So I've got some going over to Melbourne, but another group are very keen to go to San Francisco because the mayor in San Francisco also offered us help, and of course the mayor who was the mayor at the time of the last big earthquake there was on television down here. So I've got a group of about 5 going to San Francisco, and I imagine Brentwood would be, what, about 40 minutes drive, am I right? From San Francisco?
Well, we're a good hour, but if the mayor of Brentwood had to meet in the city, that's fine with me. In other words, I would accommodate whatever needed to be accommodated.
And I was just thinking that, we possibly one or more of them could maybe get out to see you if you were doing some sort of a fundraising event, and that might add a little bit of relevance. Could strengthen that opportunity is really what I'm saying.
Yeah, if we could put that together, that would be, in fact, that would be a wondrous thing.
That would be a wonderful thing.
Yes.
So I'll have a look at that, and we'll get our staff will talk to your office and see what the dates are that my councillors are coming up with.
Okay.
And maybe there's an opportunity there. I haven't been to Brentwood myself. I once spent a night or two. I think it was in Pleasanton, which from memory wasn't too far away from.
No, it wasn't.
Am I right?
No, we're pretty much. We used to be total agricultural community. We've expanded a little bit, but we are still known for Brentwood sweet corn and peaches and tomatoes, and so we're still acclimated to country living and country food and good old down home country cooking.
Sounds like a wonderful place, and it's a really, I must say, it's a real thrill to speak to you, and it's a very generous thing that you're offering to us. And as I say, there is this potentially a rather unique piece of timing where maybe one of or more party of councillors that I'm hoping to get up to San Francisco could journey up to Brentwood for some sort of an event or engagement and give a bit of reality and that we're a bit of real connection to Christchurch, and I'm most grateful that you would even consider offering to help us. It's very generous.
Well, as I said, we're no longer a separate world. I think, between the internet and instantaneous correspondence, we're really put and tied together on a continued basis in this world of today. So I understand you wear I understand you wear an orange jacket most of the time. That's your trademark.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's right. It was never intended as such, but it has emerged that way because I was down in Antarctica a couple of years ago and I kept my orange high vis jacket, which is sort of de rigueur if you're in the snow down there. And pulled it out when we had our first earthquake in September last year, and of course we've had thousands since then, but the next big one was in February. We tragically lost so many people, and so it just seemed like my security blanket. But now apparently it has its own Facebook site with thousands of people. It's funny the things that capture people's imagination.
Well, it's a good trademark. It's and the day that whoever shows up, this mayor will have something of orange attached to his body to replica you. I doubt if I could totally replica you, but I'll definitely represent you. And it would be a marvelous thing for us to set up. I wish to give you good wishes, God's graces, and anything I can do for you, I certainly will, Mayor.
Well, that's such a lovely thing to say, and it's so deeply and humbly appreciated. And, this is a great city we have here, and taking a hell of a knock. It's got a hard few months coming up, as I said, as we move into economy will be starting to grow. We've got something like 30 billion New Zealand dollars worth of reinvestment that will have to take place, both from government, local government, insurance, and so on. And as we rebuild, there will be many, many jobs. The city will never be the same, but we have a chance to do something which is perhaps a legacy for future generations, and to design the city better suited to the 21st century than the one we inherited, which was designed in the 19th century. So, it brings together a number of opportunities for us as well.
Which then again shows a true leader is always optimistic and is always looking to the future. And for what the good is for the people he serves. So I'm going to sign off, Mayor, and I wish you well. And anytime you need correspondence, we'll make sure you have an address. If you need to get a hold of me, obviously you get a hold of me, and I will always return your correspondence.
Thank you, Bob. That's very, very kind. So we'll get in touch, and if these councils are heading up in that direction, we'll try to create a way in which we can get at least one of them over to you and take advantage of rather unique opportunities.
All right.
Thank you very much, and lovely talking to you.
Hey, Bob, this is Rob Gwynn again. Can I just say one quick thing? Bob, we have been recording this, and one or two of your news talk stations over there in New Zealand asked if we would send them an MP3 of this so they could use some sound bites. Do you have any objections to that at all?
No, I don't have any objections.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, thank you for taking the time, Bob. We really appreciate it, and maybe we'll be talking again soon.
Look forward to that.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mayor.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Take care.